I think, in this contemporary society, it's being pushed as a big problem because of the fact that there are students that become, intoxicated, inebriated. Which it's not an excuse, but there are folks that are willing to take advantage of people that cannot give consent. But there's intoxication on both sides sometimes. The victim or the accuser are both intoxicated, and frequently we hear that as an explanation if we're doing an investigation. I was drunk, he or she was drunk, we couldn't give consent. But I think, it's in the public eye right now. It's young folks that are feeling out their drinking legs, the use of other substances. Sometimes they put themselves in positions that lend themselves to, being away from friends, or, what I mean. And I want to make clear that I'm no way saying I'm not victim blaming at all. I'm just saying that, the circumstances of contemporary college life, I think, sometimes lend themselves to opportunities for folks to take advantage of other folks.
Because most of the time they probably know the person, and they probably are thinking of that person as like, oh, he's not that bad, or like, he didn't mean it. He was just caught up in the moment. So they don't really take it as like, he was taking advantage of me. They take it as like, I probably did something that made him think I consented.
If they don't feel comfortable, they can have a proxy make the report to us, get the report to us, and we can arrange to have somebody from Rape Crisis come out if they want to have, or speak to a female officer. Sometimes a female victim feels more comfortable speaking to a female officer or a female counselor. We could arrange that through either Rape Crisis, through the Hazen Health Center, or we have female officers here on staff that we could have, if that makes the female victim feel more comfortable. So we want to make sure that the victim is comfortable in reporting what he or she decides to report. We don't want to make it be even a worse situation by, a sterile or rough interview, perceived.
Or there are a lot of resources that are confidential here on our campus, and here at the center we house one of them, which is Restore Sexual Assault Services. We have a fully equipped counselor that is here 2 days a week or by appointment, and she has also trained a full staff of volunteer crisis advocates, and so they are available through the phone or by appointment as well to be with you when you are meeting with anyone to talk about anything of any nature. And we also are very closely linked with our counseling center. We have an amazing staff at the counseling center that is fully equipped to help us out get through anything that we're dealing with here at Brockport. So those are two of our confidential reporting here on campus. So that would be Hazen Health Center, and that would be Restore Sexual Assault Services. Whether or not reporting is something that you want, that's up to the individual person themselves. It's not an easy process to go through when you've already been through such a traumatic thing. So what's most important to us here at the center is to get people the resources that they want, to send them on the right path and make sure that, I like to think that psychologically first we're dealing with that before, we're dealing with anything else, and making sure that we feel safe living here on our campus.
The Eagle Run is a shuttle for convenience, to take students around campus and into the village and up to Walmart and such. The escort vehicle, which is 395 Safe, is intended for campus use only, primarily for female students if they want to come, be escorted alone from Tuttle, let's say, back to their res hall late at night, or if they're coming in from an off-campus job and they have to park in X lot or V1 lot and they need an escort for safety from a remote lot back to their dorm from the library. So you call 395 Safe, and the escort vehicle comes over and gives you a ride. So
every year for freshman orientation, the Center for Select Respect, as with Prevention Outreach Services, are kind of like bigger. organization, we facilitate Eagle Check, which is our active bystander program here at the college. Basically talking about how, you know, if you hear something, if you see something, we need to do something about it. We need to act as eagles and Eagle Check. And what's really cool is that if you go to University Police, if you go to Student Conduct, you will see the word Eagle Check in a lot of those reports, which is really cool.
Make sure you're always in a group of people when stuff like that happens, like right in the moment. And if you are a victim, there's always people you can like talk to and consult with, like right at Hazen or the counseling center. So.